It's Mondays with Miki P and Micah.
That's right, yeah.
We're gonna talk about music and other stuff. Monday Miki P on Mondays. Shredding! I want to learn how to shred on ukulele.
I wish I could just shred in general.
Yeah, right.
I see guys like just doing it, like Steve Ray Vaughan, and all of a sudden just do one of these. I'm like, all right, look, I just know how to just do one note at a time with some two.
But there are people that say different things, right? So if you do like a slower solo, it's like you're just saying something different than the guy that wants to be like.
I know, but just wouldn't it be cool just to do that just like once for like 15 seconds and then like,
oh yeah, I'm sure
this
it's
comes out of
like
nowhere.
Amazing, like it must feel like you're flying because
I mean, the best thing that I could ever do is just like, what was it, like we were at South by and I have this song called Gorgeous Killing, and usually it's just like just crazy noise or during the solo part or like or just me playing chords and just let it ring out. But for some apparent reason, when South by came in and everyone was responding right, all of a sudden I was like just playing one note, like, I'm curious, and all of a sudden like, where's this coming from?
Where is this coming from? It's magic.
And it came on during
sorcery.
South by to the point of like people just came up on stage, just like started taking pictures, like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go keep doing it.
Your hands were moving at a rate that your
They were doing something. Oh yeah, we should probably introduce ourselves because reasons.
Yes.
I'm tilted. I'm so tilted on this before I even. I hate this thing sometimes. I don't get you.
Let's move in into your frame. There we go.
I just feel it's
a little bit. Yeah. Maybe we can go there. I'm trying to line it up with the door. Do you see that?
To the left.
To the left?
Yeah.
This way?
Yeah. I like how whoever's watching this is like, what are they doing?
Yeah, right.
They have two cameras going on. All right, let's do this before we get out of hand and topics and stuff. Hi, my name is Micah Elgin V from Modern Day Fitzgerald. Let's go with that. Yeah.
And I'm Miki P from Miki P.
Yeah. Stop. I threw you off. Yeah. Anyway, hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Modern Day Miki P. This is the show that we get caught up on our music careers at the same time, celebrating or looking back on what happened and so on and so forth. I need to like make a tagline because that'd be cool. But anyway, speaking of which, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm tired.
I know. This Monday has hit hard.
I just feel like every Monday's hit hard. And I usually love Mondays. I usually do love Mondays. Yeah. Well, granted though, I went to bed at 3 because I was
last
editing.
Night. Yeah.
So
that is a late night.
That's a late night. Besides that, before we go on hand and talk about, we usually just tangent on and stuff. Something exciting happened on Friday.
Yeah.
What happened?
I had a show.
You had a show. You're so humble about it too. It's like, I had a small show. It's no big deal.
I had a show, and it was really fun.
Okay, well, I'll hype it up. It was one of the best shows in like the longest time at the Rhino. It was the best show in the longest time in Kansas City.
In Kansas City.
It's the best show in the longest time in the whole entire world.
Sorry, did I almost spill your coffee? That was just really funny.
But no, let me explain in a audience perspective, because I was there. I was late, but I was there.
Oh, you were like right on time.
Yeah. Anyway, so 7 artists. Yeah, 7 artists opened up for Miki P right here, and basically, you know, they just played like 2 or 3 songs just to get hyped up and everything. And the thing about this thing is that everyone was so totally different and whatnot. But the best part about this whole show is that, again, as a audience member, when I walked into the door, it was hard to get inside the door because there were so many people inside this particular venue of the Rhino. And, you know, I was just like doing one of these kind of things. You know, I mean, of course, I made my rounds, made my pounds and everything. Meaning, you know, you pound.
Right.
That's a new phrase that I've learned. But no, for Miki P show, and everybody was there. The thing about this too was that like everyone was so engaged with the music. Yes, there were some people on the side just because they're getting drinks or whatnot. But overall, it was such a good night, and you know, good positive energy, good positive people over there. To the point where when you started playing, as an audience member, I was up at front with my friends, and all of a sudden, when Miki P started go on stage, lights dim. And then all of a sudden, you hear the theme song of Star Wars. And all of a sudden, lights turn on, and you see Michaela go up on stage. It's like, what up? The thing that threw me off at the very beginning, though, was that you played who I am. Why am I stuttering? Who I am. Her single on Spotify, and at first, to be honest, this is my thing. It's like, why are you starting up with a slow song?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, why are you starting up with a slow song? And all of a sudden, it just like builds, and then you just like sing your nose like, oh, that's why you sang with this song first. And everybody screamed and everything.
Everyone screamed and everything.
It was such an exciting night, at least for me, and you know, and you had you played your set. You're very fun and loving. You were yourself to the point. Also, you even had like a New Orleans kind of band, like marching band, and you just like went into the crowd. You had someone with a tuba, you had someone with a trombone, saxophone, everything. Even a person with a melodica. And it just like came in and started rocking out, and I was like, what? But overall, it was a fun night. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but it's not about me. It's about you. What happened in your night? That was my perspective.
It went by really fast.
I bet.
And I knew it was gonna happen. Like, it started at I don't know. I mean, obviously earlier in the day. Okay, yeah. Wait. What was my Friday like? I woke up.
Yes.
Got ready.
Yes.
I was finishing some of the decorations for the stage. And then I was contacting all the openers, and I was contacting all my bandmates. Oh, and then that morning I was supposed to do a television thing.
Yeah. I still love you, Crystal.
That didn't end up happening. I showed up and they weren't prepared, and so that was really upsetting, and I thought that was totally foreshadowing my day, and I was crying, but then I had really good friends, and we went over to Fritz's house, who played drums for me, and we recorded a song, and then I realized that it was all okay. So
yeah,
I was gonna just enjoy the rest of my day. I had more time to really focus on the show, which I needed. Came home, took a shower, got ready, went to the venue around 6 and hung up everything, and then everything happened so quickly. 7 o'clock came around, and then it was 8:10, and I was like, oh, we should get the show started.
Yeah.
And so we got the openers on, and I introduced everyone, and then we got the second set of openers on, and more people are coming in, and there's so many people. I don't think I've socialized ever as much as I did that night.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of people.
There was a lot of people. We're not just saying that because we're trying to be cool. There's
a lot of people.
It almost reached capacity to the point we had to call the fire department. I don't know.
What is capacity at the Rhino?
You're asking the wrong person.
Because I know there's always capacity signs.
Yeah.
At venues. Maybe 200.
See, this one is different because you had more than 200 at your show.
You think?
I would say. Yeah, you
I
more.
think I got like a number of like 110 from Ben. I think there was more.
I think there's more.
Yeah.
I felt like there's more. Granted, you have to understand too. The Rhino is one part of it is a venue, and the other part is an actual restaurant,
Yeah.
coffee shop, and they're able to combine their capacities together.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, because people can stand in the other one too.
Yes.
Oh.
So
I
that
see.
that was the dealio with that.
Okay.
But overall, no, it was a lot of people.
It was a lot of people.
That's what we're trying to say. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And again, I think we talked about this, is that there was not just, people who love music. It was also musicians
Yeah.
that were there too.
Yeah.
Kind of you
There's
brought
a lot of musicians.
you brought over a whole community together.
Yeah, because, I mean, yes. I had a lot of, my boyfriend's a jazz musician, so I've made a lot of friends in the jazz community here. But I used to be in a rock band, so I
Yeah.
have a lot of friends in that community.
So
And so it was like a total combining of, a lot of different worlds, and,
Yeah.
a lot of people were meeting, and, that's what I think Kansas City needs a lot. That's something that I would like to work on, is, the bringing together of all the different worlds here, because, when I met Trevor, he's a jazz musician, and, we are not from the same...
we're not in the same realm.
Yeah.
No.
But we both are musicians, so that was really cool to, have, all of those people there,
Yeah. It was dope, and I'm gonna admit right away, I did leave the front with some people to go in the other room because there were so many people. It got super hot.
Oh, I know. It was so... Did you see? I was, sweating so bad.
I didn't notice. Granted, I was wearing a jacket, a blazer, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
But you were in the front. Did you pick up my water when it spilled?
I tried to. I think Jacob did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, straight up spilled my water. I was standing on a carpet, though, so it must have just,
I think that helped out a lot better if you definitely had a carpet.
Yeah.
Musicians, take notes on this one. This is what I've learned from you. From you. You need to make your any show memorable. And I think what you did memorable is that, first off, we can't see here, but she has a whole tapestry of her brand right there. She also had paper swallows, birds hanging down, kind of thing, and just it just created this cold, different atmosphere. Little bits and pieces to that just created a new world for people. It's oh, this is a different kind of show.
Yeah.
You had colors up and everything, and it was super cool about that. Yeah. I mean, overall, how do you feel?
Now.
Now, or how did you feel then, and how did you feel now?
Then I felt really good. I was very happy that it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I also felt like it was happening very quickly, and so I was I kept on having this thought, enjoy this, it's happening, and you're losing it already,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was really in my head that night, but there was a lot going on.
There was a lot going on.
And there was a lot of people there that I hadn't seen in a while too, so catching up with them was one thing, and then catching up with people was one thing, but also producing this show and just hoping that everyone is enjoying it as much as you're enjoying it.
Yeah. And
you want people to feel what you're feeling. So I think I was in my head a lot about that.
No, I get it. But the thing is, though, you succeeded though. You had everyone enthralled into the show. Mm-hmm. I remember we talked about in early episodes where it was we're always worried about people texting and
right.
whatnot.
Oh my gosh, everyone was so respectful.
Everyone was so respectful. Even the people who were on their phones
Yeah.
was just posting on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was so special.
For you.
It was so special. I'm feeling very grateful and like I'm feeling very content. I mean, I didn't even realize how much added stress that show was adding into my everyday like thought process until like it was done and I was like, oh, I'm like able to breathe and I'm able to like sleep at night and everything is. I mean, I feel like
everything's done
content.
and exactly. Now here's a question for I think musicians would love to know is I went ahead and mentioned the fact that this show was huge. I want to admit right away. I think it's a complete success and everything. What do you think? I guess now talking to the business standpoint, what do you think that you did, like to affect that kind of crowd to come in, or what did you do personally to, draw a crowd like that, to even have a successful show like that?
Yeah, I think I promoted a lot. I made a lot of videos over a long span of weeks.
Yes. And
the videos were like, hey, we want you here. This is what's going to be here.
Cut to a clip.
We're live, Micah.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
So I think that helped. Throughout the weeks that I was posting those two, I was getting a lot of feedback just from that, and they were like people would be saying that I was doing a really good job.
Yeah.
So I think that helped a lot, and I think that just like making that the most important night, when you ask how I am, it's like, hey, I have a show coming up. You know what I'm saying? Just like bring that up to everyone that's a part of my life, and making it like, hey, this is gonna be like a really important night. You need to be there if you want to be a part of like this next part of my life.
Yes.
So I made it really important in my personal life as well as my professional life.
Yeah.
So I think that like that carried over probably.
No, it did, and I think, I guess honestly, the hustle and grind that you did just to get this off the ground is, and it's cool too, because you personally documented the whole thing. The reason I said we, because we monitored Miki P. Because I think every episode we talked about is definitely you, just because like it was cool to see that process and your.
Yeah, we've been talking about this the entire time that we've been going live.
And
it's happened.
The reason I was mentioning that is because like it was the fact that we were documenting, saying like, hey, this is what happened. This is what I'm feeling. Now it's like conclusion.
Right. It's the conclusion. It's the calm after the storm.
Yes.
That's what it feels like.
So overall, honestly, like I've heard people behind me during the show was like, oh, I'm so proud of her. This is such a good turnout.
Really?
This is seriously, and people were like,
I felt like everyone in that room was a friend.
Yeah.
That I wanted to hug and I wanted to thank and tell them that I loved them. Like that's how I felt on stage looking out. It's just like I love each and every one of these people that I see. Everyone I saw.
It was super fun, and I would definitely relive that moment myself again, because that was such a fun night.
It was amazing. I'll never forget it. But now's when the real work begins.
Yes. What is going to be the real work? What
I want to get on the road. I want to start. I'm going to start booking. I'm not wanting to. I'm going to be booking shows in the regional area.
That'd be cool.
Just weekend stuff.
That'd be cool.
And just start building a network of people, of humans that want to hear good music.
Exactly. So touring, that's one.
Yeah, and I think that's my main focus. I have another project that I'm also starting to work on with my friend Allison, who was one of the openers that night. That I'll be working on. I'm going to be playing drums in that group, but for Miki P, I want to get on the road and focus on that before I record other music, which I would love to go back in the studio and record my music, and I am ready for that, but I need to focus on this album and
promote it,
giving it everything.
Yeah. I think it's important too, because now you have, at least now think about it, it's like you as a musician now you have like, hey, here's my music, here's my brand, and here's my new album.
Yeah.
Like to help say that this is who I am.
This is who I am. Yeah, I also need to focus on radio stuff and like getting it out. I have quite a bit of CDs that I'm gonna mail out.
Do it. Do it.
So that's the intermediate thing. I'm been really taking it easy though. Like after the show on Friday, I just like kind of tuned out. And I don't
take a break.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay to take a break once in a while.
Right.
Not too long, but it's enough.
Yeah. Just a couple days.
Just a couple days.
Recover.
1 day is all you need.
1 day is all you need.
take all the days you need.
I'd really like to take a couple weeks, but
I know the feeling.
Go on an island somewhere and just
I would love that.
Let's go to the Philippines.
Oh, the Philippines. I cannot do that flight anymore. Oh my god. No, I'm kidding. I would love to go there soon. Again.
I'd love to go there.
It's super fun.
1 day.
1 day more. But no, that's like I think overall that was a fun show, and I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, Mike.
The whole time I was like, Emily, I'm so proud of her.
I'm so proud
Brittany,
of her.
I'm so proud of her.
I think when I was heading home with Trevor, like he must have said it 10 times. He was like, babe, I'm so proud of you. And then like I woke up the next day and he was like, babe, I'm so proud of you. And I was just like, Trevor, thank you.
Stop it. Thanks. No, it was like afterwards, after the show, it was cool because like I like we even hung out with Shadow Rabbits, one of the bands, John and Ashley, and we were just hanging out and talking, and then we all decided like, hey, let's go to Swordfish Tom's afterwards.
Swordfish Tom's?
Yes.
Where's that?
Oh my god, you've never heard of Swordfish Tom's?
No.
It's totally top secret. Swordfish Tom is a speakeasy down in Kansas City, where it's like in the crossroads, where you have to knock on the door and they will let you know if there's any availability or not.
Oh yeah?
And then
I didn't know that. Is there music?
There's no music. It's very chill. Very chill speakeasy.
That's awesome.
Very
Where's
intimate.
That?
I can't tell you.
Oh. Really? It's not like public information?
It's public information, but
it's just we went there to be.
No, but it's a cool
hello,
place.
Becca. She says hello.
Hello, Becca. How are you? How's life?
Hey. Happy
You know?
Monday.
One of these days when someone's going to comment, I'm going to write a song about you right there.
We should. That's such a good idea.
Yeah. So,
what's that?
challenge me. But no, it was a fun. And the reason I'm mentioning this is that the whole time, like, because Emily is also a talent buyer for Mammoth.
Yeah.
And the whole time we're talking, it's like, yeah, like we're talking about like how you promote it. We talk about how you like went ahead and like those are smart. That's what I was talking to. Talk about like the idea you had 7 openers and kind of draw more people from that. It's like that's super smart and clever and like again, I think even me. Ooh, write a song for the wedding. Ooh. Oh,
it's
snap.
wedding time. Yeah. Wedding time. Yeah. It's wedding time.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's gonna get married.
Boom. Wrote it on the spot. I did nothing. I was like DJ Khaled, just like
the beat.
That's all I was doing. It's another one.
Another one. Another one.
I hate DJ Khaled with a passion. Yeah, I will put that on record.
Dude, he has made some sexist comments.
Yes, and yes.
That
There's
not okay.
There's so many things I could say about that.
Just leave it there.
Leave it there. Watch. Someone's gonna be watching this. It's like, oh, I love DJ Khaled.
I will support him with my life. I can't believe you would say that about my favorite guy in the whole world.
Connor, she would love to jam with you sometime soon.
Happy Monday. Let's jam soon. Yes. Oh my God, let's all jam. Come over here on a Monday.
Let's do it.
We'll jam.
We'll jam. We'll write a song the day of.
We'll write a song. We'll write a song.
Yes. Ooh. But yeah. So
what were you saying though? What were you saying?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know.
I just hate DJ Khaled. No. He for people who like him, please do. He makes good music for people. I just don't like how he does it. I'm going to do a different rant about that later on. So then, this weekend you have Plaza Art Fair.
Yeah. I'm very excited. It's
Sunday, right? Or
Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
Yep, Sunday at noon on the Ink stage. I'll be playing.
I can actually go.
Really?
I can actually go. Usually I'm working, but I can actually go maybe.
I'm really excited. It's gonna be awesome.
Whole band or just you?
Whole band.
Good.
Just bass and drums.
Okay.
Which will be the official whole band for a while.
That's okay.
I want to keep it like small so that I just like get comfortable with that. I'm still getting comfortable like being in front. That was something on Saturday or Friday that I was like,
oh
this
really?
is weird. Yeah, it was really weird. When I sat behind the drums, literally, I was like, whew.
Comfort.
Yeah, because like I don't have to see as many people. I'm like kind of hidden. Yeah, and then I got back up front and I was like, oh, it's back.
Honestly, I totally get it. If you didn't know, Miki P was actually the lead singer and drummer for American Slim, her last band, and she was behind a drum set.
Yeah, for like 6 years.
So I totally understand.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way I got out of that rut is I did like multiple things. One is I wore shades on stage, where the only thing I was just focusing on is looking at my fingers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like, do I know my chords? No. Okay. If you didn't know, Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy, the reason why he wears a hat is because during the beginning stages, he puts his hat down so he doesn't see people, but he's just only focusing on himself.
Right,
he was
right.
kind of shy.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting.
And now he's like doing stadium tours, and now like
right.
It's like whatever.
The hat is just like woo.
What the hat's just like an accessory. It's not necessary.
Right.
So no, I totally get it.
I mean, I was comfortable. I think I'm just like still getting how to maneuver like okay, everyone's looking at me. I have to like communicate with them like differently. Like
you did a great job.
Good.
You did a great job communicating with the crowd too. Just the fact that like you're responding at the same time. You're saying, "Hey, this is how I feel right now." This is super exciting.
Yeah. Like I really wanted to like just talk for a second. I wanted to be like, okay, this isn't all that it is, it's also still like a human connection thing, and I've been watching like a lot of Earth shows lately.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's dope.
Like solar system shows and like nature shows, and I'm just like, the whole point of everything, of the whole universe, is just to connect.
Yeah.
It's not about the facade or the ego or the we are
the yin
the
yang.
status. We are each other's yin and yang.
Yes. I'm the opposite of everything right now.
Like I wanted to make it a point that like we're literally all just elements that happen to be here at the right time, that have like made this equation that we're like able to communicate.
Yeah. And honestly, I think the whole night just completed that whole thing, and it's just so cool just to go back and think about that night too.
Really?
It really is.
Yeah, it really is. It was so special. It was so special.
But I am super excited, and of course, like I said, so you have Plaza Art Fair, then you're doing so many shows afterwards. And
yes, I have more stuff. Of course, I'll post it on Facebook.
Yes.
But
and then hopefully going back to Casey Live thing, or
Casey Live,
the 38 The Spot thing, or
hopefully.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay. Crystal, I love you.
Maybe.
Call me. You do have my number. So dope.
What is going on in your life?
What is going on in my life? Sleep. No, I need sleep. No, I've been on my side of the area is that I am doing. So we are going to the studio. We've just been prepping for it. So hey, make sure let's try this out for a little bit. Here's some options on the way we do songs that we played for the longest time. That we're now going to the studio. We're just
With Lennon?
We're going Chase.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mr. Chase Horseman, and still Element, Element. They were still practice, like, you know, just making sure we have like all the options, like, you know, make sure it's all there when we do it. But at the same time, so we've been doing that. I've been starting to do more music review shows. So last time I did Vigilant Thieves' new album, and I just talked about the, you know, like everything about the composition to the lyrics and whatnot. I did a...
Are you going to post them on Facebook?
Yeah, I'll post it on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. MySpace. Zynga. No, I also done a one for the Way Back, Ben's band.
Yes.
And it's super dope, and I'm so excited to edit it. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I definitely want to do more of like, you know, interviews with like other musicians as well. Talk about like how they started, what kind of learned from you, why do you write songs,
inspires them?
what inspire you, why do you hate me, and all that fun stuff. No,
what's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? Better be black. No, but like we talk. Like I'm doing more things like that. I think like my keyboard player and I, we made like do like little small cooking segments just because.
Yes.
You know. But no. Before I get into a whole tangent, one thing I've learned from the conference, the Crossroads conference, is that like you have to know your audience.
Yeah.
And like even after I talked to you about it, I was like, I have to know my audience. Who is my audience? And I went through all my like, you know, the introspects of like my audience itself too, from like the Facebook and the analytics to people who go to my show, and I realized, crazy enough, they're all musicians. Like I want to say like 90% of them are all musicians who come to my show, which is fine, which is great. And but in my mind, when I first like, oh yeah, my audience, I thought my audience was like a Vampire Weekend like kind of crowd, like who likes coffee and like,
who likes coffee
and speakeasies and like, you know, Vampire Weekend, Weezer kind of thing. But then when I looked down to it, I was like, no, they're all musicians who are like very interested on the introspects of like performances and, you know, the way I guess quote unquote I do things. I'm like, all right, so maybe I should do a 180 and focus on my audience of musicians and saying like, hey, this is how I write songs, this is how I, you know, book shows, this is what I do when I do things or whatever. And when I do things. But no, overall it's like I've been kind of not focusing on that now, just like reiterating the fact I'm trying to build value on other musicians and other things that I love. So
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been going to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning doing this, but I love it.
Work hard, play hard.
Yes.
Stuff.
No sleep.
No sleep.
This is for the wicked. I say that now I'm going to be at work. I'm like, I'm just tired now.
I'm just tired.
No, this coffee's helping me. Yeah, that's what I am doing, and hopefully going to be doing something later in the year. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all I got.
Yeah, that's probably all I got as well.
I you know what we should end the show with, rather than saying bye? I think we should end the show with like, what are we going to be doing this week?
Goals. There
you go.
Yes.
In order to like work towards it, because rather than saying like, oh, I'm going to do this and do this and do this.
Yeah.
But then don't know the end result. What is the end result we want to have?
By next Monday?
By next Monday, yeah.
What's the end result of the goals we have right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put mine out there. My goal for this week to achieve by next week
is to get to make sure to have lunch.
Yeah.
To make lunch with Crystal and like hashtag Crystal and Mike.
Hashtag Crystal and Mike forever.
Please make that a real life.
My goal is to get back on track, get back on the grind of promoting my album and sending emails, just doing like boring work stuff.
It's not boring.
No, it's not. It's not. But okay, the tedious like computer stuff
Yes.
to get my music to different platforms.
I like that.
My goal.
My goal is lately, I'm gonna admit, I guess for August, I've done like other like, you know, postings and, you know, videos and content, but not enough that I want, and not like I have all this time in the world that I don't take advantage of. So I think this particular week, I'm gonna go back on my grind of like, I'm gonna be on a schedule on releasing content.
Yes.
I'm gonna be on a schedule on like not going on YouTube and watching things and stuff.
Snapping turtle videos.
Snapping turtle videos.
That's my
That's yours.
YouTube video.
But
Anyways.
I think for me, I definitely want to go ahead and like make a goal of like I want to go ahead and be on the grind of like making sure I put content out every day.
Yeah.
And edit videos and make those bigger projects that I want to do into reality.
Yeah.
So at least start on that point. So the end result is going to be more content for Modern Day Fitzgerald.
Yeah, totally.
So this counts as one.
This counts as one, but this is only Monday, so you're already ahead
true.
of yourself.
But yeah, that's my goal of the week. So musicians, if you have goals that you want to do, or human beings who are not musicians, if you have goals this week, make them right now, and let's go ahead.
Drop them in the comments. Let's make them together. Let's be on each other to achieve greatness.
Yes, actually,
that's a good slogan.
That is. It's funny because like Jessica Page and I, we do have coffee, but we're so busy. But we used to have coffee to the point where it's like we're on each other about like, hey, you need to make sure you get this done, Micah. Like, why isn't your music on Spotify? You need to do that. And I do it with her. It's like, hey, make sure you put your stuff on the radio, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I think it's a cool thing of like us just making sure we're
having each other's back.
Exactly. Just go ahead and make sure you do it. If you're not doing it, call me out or whatnot.
Right. Yeah.
So,
totally.
Do things.
Do things.
Now. Stop watching me. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call it.
We're just gonna wrap it up.
I love you guys.
Love you. Thank you for watching Mondays with Miki P and Micah B. We talked about some stuff and now we're gonna start our week. Have a good Monday.
I like that chord. I like that chord. I like that chord though.
That is 6. Major 6.
Have a wonderful Monday. Do things.